So now let's go to how you can make this money. Now, we call it your journey to financial independence. In this journey to financial independence, through me, I'm going to let you through the financial independence plan, which is number one, you need to know. In fact, you must know your income status, your monthly income status. That's number one. Because you don't know where you are starting from, you don't know where you are going to go. Now, after knowing your monthly income status, you have to know the next step is to estimate your current net worth. Very, very important. Do you know your net worth? Hello? Do you know your net worth? You don't know. Number three, after knowing your net worth now, is to determine exactly how much money you now need to become financially independent. Because after determining your net worth, you now take it out of the entire money you now require. So you get a balance. So if it were me, I needed 5 million Ghana cedis to become financially independent, but then I have 2 million already. So it means I need just 3 million left. So now my plan is going to work with 3 million. How I can get additional 3 million Ghana cedis to be able to become financially independent, meaning that I will not need to work before I can live my life the way I need to live it. I hope you get it. The whole issue of financial independence is when you have that amount of money, you don't necessarily have to work again before you can eat, drink, sleep, move around, go for vacation, and do the basic things in life. I hope you understand. All right. So after determining how much money you need to become financially independent, then the first thing to do now is to build a dedicated financial independence fund. Build a dedicated financial independence fund. After building the fund, then now you invest the fund in side income jobs to increase the fund to some amount. We'll get into the details quite soon. After building the fund and investing the fund in some side income, then you now take the money that you have been able to invest, you take the proceeds, everything, and now invest it in legacy projects. When you invest in the legacy projects, then you are now around 5 million and above, where you can now say that you are going to lie in the room and whatever money you have out there is going to come to you and you will spend without necessarily having to leave your bed 8 o'clock every day. You go and hustle, then come home at 5. Exactly. So this is the plan. So how do we actualize the plan? Hello? Please help me to begin giving out these templates to everybody. The first template we are going to share, please help me. Help me, madam. Okay, please help me, quickly. All right. Is everybody having the first template? The first template is your income status, monthly income status. Please open the mathematics aspect of your brain right now, because income status, the first thing is how much money do you earn at the end of the month? Yes, Madam Lizzie. All right. So how much money do you earn at the end of the month? All right. So you earn 2,000 Ghana cedis. 2,000 Ghana cedis. All right. So I want to find out, apart from your monthly salary, do you have any other source of income? Oh, okay. You say no. All right. So you will write 2,000 at the income column. Then now, let's come down to expenditure. Please, has everybody written the amount you earn at the end of the month? If you earn salary, say 2,000, and then you earn another 500 from some dividends you invested somewhere, you earn another 200 from some rent, the money you are getting, so you add all of them together to give you the total income you get. So now let's go down to the expenditure. Hello, Madam Tina. Tell us your expenditure, total expenditure. Don't go into the details. Total expenditure at the end of the month. Madam Lizzie said she earns 2,000. So how much is your expenditure? All right, thank you. So let's go back to Madam Lizzie. Madam Lizzie, how much of this 2,000 do you spend at the end of every month? Think about your food, your feeding, think about your accommodation, think about your clothing, everything you spend money on. Oh, okay, 1,900. Oh, all right. You spend 1,900 cedis at the end of the month. All right, so put it there. So income 2,000, expenditure 1,009. All right. So what is your net income? Please, everybody holding the form, input your income and then input your expenditure. So now we are going to subtract the expenditure from the income. So with that of Madam Lizzie, we are having 100 Ghana cedis left. So at the end of every month, Madam Lizzie has 100 cedis left. Madam Lizzie, is that correct? All right. So with you, Mr. Jan, how much do you have left? With you, Mr. Sule, how much do you have left? With you, Mr. Hassan, how much do you have left? With you at the back, please, your name again. How much do you earn as surplus at the end of the month, or deficit? Deficit if your expenditure is more than your income. All right. Some of you say you have surplus, others say you have deficit. It means you are in debt, right? If your income is more than your expenditure, if your expenditure is more than your income, it means you are in debt. So as you sit right now, you are in debt. So it doesn't matter, that's why you are here. We will work around to see how we turn the tables around for you. Okay, so the next thing to do is now to estimate our net worth. Net worth. So, all right, thank you so much for giving everybody the forms. All right, so net worth, on your left hand side, you see assets. So what do you have? Maybe a house, maybe a piece of land, maybe some people owing you money, maybe you have some money you invested somewhere. All of them together, how much in terms of monetary value are they? If you are to sell your land today, how much is it? If you are to sell your house today, how much is it? If you are to sell your car today, how much is it? All right. So let's go back to now Mr. George. Mr. George, tell us what your total assets are. Current total assets. How much is it? Mr. Joseph, okay, you have finished. Tell us, how much is it? Mr. Joseph, your total assets, current assets are 60,000 Ghana cedis. All right? That's total assets. So when you sell all your properties, that is quoted and quote, all your properties, you are going to have 60,000 Ghana cedis. All right? So now let's go to your current liabilities. People you owe money, maybe bank, maybe any liabilities you have. All right? Oh, okay, fast. So your liabilities are 30,000 Ghana cedis. Okay, so now, what is then your net worth? We have to remove your liabilities, your debts, from your assets. So we have what? 30,000 Ghana cedis left. So it means that Mr. Joseph, your total net worth today is 30,000 Ghana cedis. Madam Lizzie, your total net income is 100 Ghana cedis. So, okay, Mr. Joseph, tell us your total net income. Okay, you have 200. Okay, so your net income is 200, and then your net worth is 30,000. All right, that's fine. And what is your financial independence figure? Financial independence figure. Okay, you are going by the 5 million. All right, that's fine. So if, like Mr. Joseph, your financial independence figure is 5 million, but today your net worth is 30,000. So let's put the 30,000 aside and let's go back to the income. Let's go back to the income. The income is the one we earn regularly. So 200 Ghana cedis is what you have at the end of each month. So if you are going to continue to earn 200, by what time will you be able to add the 200 and get 5 million Ghana cedis? That would become how many months? Yes? Please do the calculation, let's see. Because you need it. You need it. You need it. That will be how many months? Please, let's see. Hello? 5 million divided by 200. Is that not it? So 25,000 months. So you need 25,000 months to be able to earn 5 million Ghana cedis. How many months, how many years are in 25,000 months? So 25,000 divided by 12. Is that not it? Divided by 12. So it means that Mr. Joseph will need to work for 2,083 years to be able to earn 5 million. Who will be able to live up to that age? Nobody can, right? Nobody can. So, what will you do now, Mr. Joseph? Tell me. Have you ever estimated this before? You've never estimated this before. Never ever. Okay. Are you learning anything? Yeah. Is this useful? Okay. So if this is useful, now we have arrived at this place where you earn a surplus of 200 cedis at the end of the month. But then you can't continue to work up to 2,000 years. Is that not the case? Even if you can continue working to 2,000 years, it is possible that you will fall sick at a point. You maybe get the incapacitated, where you can't work again. Which is the reason why financial independence plan is very important. But let's come back to you. In fact, as I'm talking to him, he's just an example we are using. But all of you here, I hope you are at where we are. Okay, so he's at 2,083 years. Which number of years do you have? Wow, 3,000 years. Out of you, okay, you have 1,500 years. All right, so it means something. Mr. Joseph, Madam Tina, Madam Lizzie, Mr. Jan, all of you here, how will you be able to reverse this number of years into realistic number of years that you can really work to get financial independence? Are you with me? Are you with me? Okay, so when do you want to become financially independent? What number of years do you have in mind that by the time I get to this age, I should be financially independent? Yes? Let me know, because these numbers are important. The number in terms of amount, and then the years, number of years you want to use to work to get these 5 million. Yes? 20 years? Okay, someone say 20 years. So if you are 30 now, by the time you are 50 years, you should have become financially independent so that you can choose to go on retirement, right? You can go early retirement and you can enjoy life. It means that if you are getting 5 million, it means you are going to enjoy for another 30 years, right? So that will become around 80. All right? That's not bad. I'm smiling because I wish that many people around the world will have the opportunity to enjoy life like that. But since you are here, I trust that if you follow this plan to the end, you are going to become financially independent by the time you have given for yourself. But then who else? She said 20 years from now. You said 10 years from now. All right, that's possible, but it is ambitious and you need to work harder at it. It doesn't mean if you have 20 years, you don't have to work harder. It's just about your income earning abilities. All right, so, okay, 15 years. So let's take, she said 20, another said 10, another 15. So let's take 15 years. So you are 30 years today, 45 years time. That is in 15 years time. 15 years time. That is 45 years in your life. Then 15 years from today, you want to become financially independent. But right now, you need 2083 years if you are going to continue to earn surplus of 200. Is that the case? So I want you to write this down before we go. There's another template. Madam, please give the templates to them. They are here. Please share to everybody. So this template is your financial independence pledge. Yes, your financial independence pledge, where you have the number, that is the total amount of money you require, which is 5 million minus 30,000, because you already have 30,000 down. So you are left with what? 5 million minus 30,000. Yeah, that is it. 4,970,000 Ghana cedis. That is now your targeted financial independence amount. Somebody else could have been, assuming you don't have anything, your liabilities and your assets are equal to 0. So it means that you need 5 million from onset. Why? You are crying because you don't have any asset. Don't worry. You have started your journey very well because you are here. All right. So now, 4,970,000 is what Mr. Joseph requires to become financially independent in 15 years' time. So please write it on your pledge that I, Mr. Joseph Edu, I pledge to myself that I will earn 4,970,000 Ghana cedis by 20 what? 2045. Or this is 2020, so 2035. So I, Mr. Joseph Edu, commit myself to achieve 4,970,000 Ghana cedis by 2035. Are we together? Then you sign that document that you are pledging to yourself that you do whatever is possible for you to earn that amount of money and become financially independent. So that is not just what we are here to do. You are going to put this in the locker of your house and you use it to remind yourself all the time. But let's go down to the details. So if you need 5 million by 15 years time, how much money will you require to make every year? Do you get the point? How much? Yeah, let's go back to our calculators. 5 million in 15 years. 5 million divided by 15, right? How much would that be? Yes, we are using the whole figure so that most of you here will not be confused. Is that fine? We are using the whole figure of 5 million instead of the 4,970,000. Are we together? Because the amounts vary here, right? Amounts vary here. So when you divide 5 million by 15 years, it is 333,303 Ghana cedis. So this is the amount of money Mr. Joseph has to make every year. Remember where he's coming from? He's coming from 200 Ghana cedis. If you multiply it by 12, you get 2,400. So for Mr. Joseph to be able to earn 5 million, become financially independent in 15 years' time, every year, instead of the amount he's making now, which is 2,400 Ghana cedis, he has to make 33,333 Ghana cedis. Are you with me? So if that is the amount he has to make every year, how much must he make in a month to be able to make that in a year? Yes? All we have to do is to divide, divide that 333,000 by 12. So he gets how much? Hello? So he gets how much? 27,777 Ghana cedis. Are we getting it? 27,777 Ghana cedis. So right now, Mr. Joseph has a surplus of 200 cedis. But to be able to make 5 million in 5 years, he will have to make 27,777 Ghana cedis. Are we getting it? Please, is everybody clear right now? Because everything comes down to numbers. And it's the numbers you are going to work with in order to achieve what you desire. So don't be confused with the numbers. You have to love the numbers. If you don't love numbers, people will swindle you with your money. Either they will add 0 or they remove 0 where it is necessary, and then you will lose lots of money. So, and in fact, if you can't count the total amount of money you have or you are making, it means that you can't make that money. If you can't count the total amount of money you require, you can't make that money, because one way or the other, you will lose lots of money, right? All right, so let's go further. Now, your plan is fixed for you. From today onwards, Mr. Joseph Edu, Madam Lizzie, Madam Tina, everybody here now knows how much money you have to make at the end of every month in order for you to become financially independent in the number of years you are setting for yourself. In this case, 15 good years. But the irony is that right now you're making only 200 cedis. So how can you make the 27,000? How can you make 27,000? Is anybody here having an idea? Do you have an idea how you can raise your monthly surplus from 200 to 27,000? Is anybody here having an idea? Okay, you get a better job. Is it as easy as just wishing that you get a better job, then just get it? Is it so easy? All right. Who else has an idea? He said, get a better job. And we're contesting that. Yes, what else? Find other jobs. Okay, so right now you are a bank manager and you need to find other jobs so you can make more money, right? So what other kind of jobs will you be able to? Consulting, stock exchange. Okay. Do you really understand what you're talking about? You don't understand. You don't understand. All right. So, hello. In our coaching services, you have the opportunity for us to talk one-on-one, for us to ask you deep questions regarding any plan at all you have in mind that can help you reach your financial goals. But as we are here, we are going to give you a blueprint. But it doesn't mean if you are very strong about any business idea or any other way you can make your 5 million, you shouldn't go ahead. No, you should go ahead. If you have a very strong conviction that apart from the work you are doing, you have other master plans that you can implement to get additional amounts of money that will make you achieve 27,000 every month, go ahead. Okay? Go ahead, do them, get the various incomes, then you make your 27,000, 15 years, 5 million, and you are good to go. But if you don't have any right now, this is the blueprint we present to you. Number one, you must necessarily build a dedicated financial independence fund.